So, good evening, folks. Welcome to the last show of the Follies tonight. We are Rudderless. I'm David, the elder part of this cohort. My cohort in chaos is the illustrious
John, and I'm as elder as they come.
Yeah, I'm gratified to hear that. So, we're going to go prepare our show or set up to do improv, which is more likely, and we'll be back in a moment.
I got a lot riding on this game.
You got a lot riding on this game. I know the way it's going to end.
You know the way it's going to end. This is live. How are you going to know the way it's going to end?
I know things, Louis. Louis, I know how this is going to end. I know things.
Jimmy, I got a lot of money riding on this game. Don't play with me.
I'm not playing with you. It's your money. I'm just saying I know how it's going to end.
You talked to somebody in the locker room, didn't you? You got your buddy in the locker room. He told you somebody's hurt.
Nah. I ain't got no buddies. And I know how it's going to end.
Oh, it's gonna. Well, it's like last week when you knew they was going to score a touchdown in the last quarter, and you raked in all that money, and I lost again.
Like, I'm one with the flow. I have a sense. I'll scare this skill set with you. I will scare this skill set with you.
Jimmy, you know I don't go for that spiritual garbage. You know, I just like to know somebody's going to bust a head out there and score. And then I get my money. That's all I want to know. I don't want to know, oh, the flow.
Yeah. See, that's the difference between you and me. You just want to see some heads busted and you want to know that somebody's going to score. I'm telling you, I know who's going to score and I know how it's going to end. For you, a busted head's a busted head. Big deal.
You know that's what I love about the game, Jimmy. You know I love it's a contact sport. There's so few places in my life that I can enjoy contact anymore.
Your marriage's not doing so good, Charlie.
I don't want to put a load on you, Jimmy, but the missus and me, we kind of split up.
You're split up. You and the missus.
Yeah, yeah.
That that was like 3 weeks. Like that was the 3 week thing, man. That was a long time for you.
You know, you know, you know.
Yeah.
I just, I guess I can start them, but I can't finish them. Kind of like this team.
Huh. So this contact sport that we're watching, okay, this football game or whatever they call it here, okay, this view is like a surrogate for the contact that you don't have in the marriage, and so you just want anybody to like hit somebody and score, and that's sort of like you going to the singles bar on Friday night at last call looking to get lucky. Do I read that correctly?
Well, obviously, Jimmy, I can't say they're the same, but for some reason, I see some guy, smoke a guy on the field, and it just gives me a satisfaction that I don't have anyplace else in my life.
You know, if I was a better person than I am, I would I would be upset about your predicament.
Oh, gee, thanks, Jimmy. I don't expect nothing from you that you can't give.
Yeah. Because the bottom line is, just like this game, like I know what's going to happen. I knew that your marriage was only going to last 3 weeks. I knew it.
Yeah, yeah, and like this game, I'm gonna lose money.
There you go. So you are really, really consistent. You have a certain je ne sais quoi about you that just like, yeah, yeah, you got a je ne sais quoi. Don't look at me like you don't know what that you got it, dude.
Yeah, Jimmy, when you start talking the French, that's when I start to get a little worried.
Pourquoi?
Yeah, yeah, Mister, I've been to Montreal. You always lorded your travel over my head. Hey,
Hey,
I kind of like it here in town.
hey, I don't talk about you being a draft dodger. You don't talk about me being a draft dodger. That's a code. Montreal.
Yeah, well, you really liked it up there.
It's looking better and better every day.
Hmm. You still in touch with that little French girl?
That little French girl and I, we touch.
Nice to touch.
She asked me to marry her.
Voulez-vous?
I decided I wanted to stay around and give you crap. You're dear to me. You are dear to me.
Am I dear to you, Jimmy, or are you a little scared of going down that aisle?
Hey, like we live in a duplicity of state. So the possibility of walking down the aisle fills me with trepidation, and you're dear to me, monsieur.
That field goal kicker's not dear to me. I'm telling you, he just boned another one. That I'm gonna lose money here, Jimmy.
Look,
Yep.
I know how this game is going to end. You might not lose money.
I don't know. Unless you got some magic tricks up your sleeve, I'm losing money.
Magic trips up my sleeve. You're such a smoothie.
Hey, what do you say? What if I went to Canada with you? Would you then marry that French girl?
Yeah, that could work.
Kind of free these days.
I got an extra toothbrush with the cellophane still on it if you want to hit it now.
I think so. You know
All
anything
right.
about Canadian football?
Yeah, I know who's going to win. I so admire your courage. I admire your courage.
You admire my courage? You admire my courage? You're no slouch. What you did there is incredible.
I'm not discounting me while I'm acknowledging you. Your courage, I admire. You really stepped up big time. Big time.
Do I have to point out to you how many times you've done the exact same thing? It's only a matter of I've learned from watching you.
Once again, you're underestimating your innate ability to be magnificent. You're underestimating yourself.
Okay, okay, Mr. Sweet Talker. Let's just agree to disagree. We're both brave. We're both heroes. Um,
No, no, I'm sorry. I'm not down with agreeing to disagree. I don't agree with that. It's not even in my ballpark to accept the possibility to agree to disagree. That is such milk toast bullshit. Agree to disagree. Everybody gets a participation trophy. Really? Do I look like I want a participation trophy?
you know how much I love it when you climb up on your soapbox and start ranting away. Hello, universe, here it comes.
No, I don't know how much you love it.
I do. I do. I, 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 I wake up in the morning sometimes and think, God, I hope he goes off on a rant today because I just love it.
How much do you love it?
I love it. I mean, it's very entertaining. It puts a certain shine on my day.
That's the most namby-pamby, everybody gets a participation trophy sort of language I have heard in weeks.
That's what I'm talking about. See, I wish I had that ability. I wish I had that ability to rant. I instead I'm just like, yes, okay, yes, and you just let it out.
You, you're saying you want to be more like me, huh?
Well, I'd like to take advantage of your good qualities, and I would love it if I could have those same qualities.
So you don't like the entirety of who I am? There's just some aspects of me that you go, if I could have a little bit of that, I would be a better person. Is that
Well, you're making a generalization there, Larry. The deal is, I don't like all of anybody. Okay, I no, everybody's got their little yickies and good things. I'm just saying your good things are good things I wish I had.
that milk toast characteristic I was telling you about?
Yeah, yeah.
You really got that down.
Well, thank you. I'm sure there's parts of me that you really admire.
Are you calling me stupid?
No, 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 no. I wouldn't call you stupid. Why would I call you stupid?
What makes you think that there's anything about you that I admire?
Oh, jeez. I mean, here we are, a nice day. We're getting together. We're shooting the breeze, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get you mad. I'm not trying to get you mad. I'm just saying I admire certain parts of you.
This milk toasty stuff is like it infuses your speech in a way like you're European or at least a Canadian. I don't know. I have no idea what you're saying.
I I take those as high compliments. I all of my Canadian friends, all my European friends, thank you.
You you have Canadian friends?
Well, yeah, I mean, we only live 2 hours from the border, Larry.
You, you have Canadian friends?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, we only live a couple hours from the border, like I said, and there's often Canadian people visiting in my area, and I like to drive up there every now and then.
And and when you get there, like Do they do anything to like let you know that you're special?
Oh, I mean, I mean, I think that specialness is something you and I have to give to ourselves because when you're just going amongst a bunch of strangers, of course you're not they're not going to make you feel special, unless I'm wearing like a unicorn hat or something. But then it's more ridicule than special.
There's a lot to process. I mean, I have to just say, this is really. I didn't know you had any friends besides me, never mind international friends. I didn't know you had any friends besides me.
Well, you meet people, I mean, you must have other friends besides me, right?
No.
Oh, oh, geez, Larry.
I,
You mean
I,
I'm your only friend?
you're a really special friend, yeah. I don't clutter my life with dead wood. Hello.
Geez, I don't know, Larry. That's a lot of pressure.
You- Being my friend makes you anxious.
No, I enjoy our friendship, and but I like to spread friendship around. Then I don't. If there's one person, if there's one-on-one friendship, it's like I've got to take care of all the friend needs for you, and I don't know if I could do that.
Being my friend is too much for you.
Well, no, but being your only friend might be.
I don't want it any other way. There's important things that I need to do with my life, and I don't have the time to like have a lot of friends to clutter it up with. It just makes for a mess.
So
Capiche?
so you're saying that I clutter up your life?
No, I'm saying you being my only friend makes things so much easier for me, you silly goose.
Well, don't get light about it. I mean, this is something. This is hard, Larry. This is hard.
Well, which part is hard? Being my only friend, or tell me specifically what's. I'll help you out if I can, my friend. You know I would. But what's hard about this?
You have always helped me out.
And I'll continue to do that. That's what friends do, best bud. Best bud? That feels good to say. Best bud.
Larry, you could help me most right now
Yeah, anything.
by getting other friends.
You're so silly. Okay, that's. Yeah, I mean, I'll get around to it. Okay, I will if that's good for you. I will get around to getting more friends. I'll do that.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just got a little. It felt like an overwhelming weight on my chest, and so I'm glad we figured that out.
What what was the overwhelming weight that I was going to get other friends, and you're afraid I would abandon you?
No. It was that I was going to be your only friend, and all that responsibility was on me to be your friend.
Well, you are my only friend for now. I mean, I will get other friends. I
Fine,
appreciate
fine.
your dilemma,
That's
but I'm not going to do it right away. I'm just not
not
going to
no,
be really nilly
no
to just.
problem. No problem, Larry. I trust you. I know you'll do the right thing, and that's totally fine. And I'm fine. I can be your sole friend for the time being.
Uh, how long?
What are you thinking? How you gonna go like online and advertise for some friends? I'd help you as your friend. I would help you find other friends.
You You want to get rid of me, don't you?
I've never once thought that.
Go on, don't be a kidder. Don't kid a kidder.
Okay, that would be very disingenuous of me. Once or twice I thought, "Oh God, Larry, please get out of my life." But that's only natural for friends.
It 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 is.
Yeah.
I I I've never wanted you to get out of my life.
Thanks, Larry.
But if you keep hurting my feelings like this, I guess that could change.
Well, I didn't I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Larry.
Whose feelings were you trying to hurt?
Well, I I wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I was doing my best to just be honest and say what I was thinking.
And and you think that in the name of, there's some things that are just better left unsaid.
I guess so. I guess so. If only I could think of them.
Well, for example, if you didn't want to be my best friend, would this be a good time to tell me that?
But but I'm happy to be your best friend, Larry.
It's a hypothetical. It's a hypothetical. It's
Well,
a
what
if
is
you
there?
didn't, would this be a good time to say that?
I'll play your game, Larry. I'll play your game. Is there ever a good time? If you've got to say it, you've got to say it.
Whoa, wait. You're answering a question with a question. You realize that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very Canadian thing to do. Very Canadian.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, mon ami. And good evening, friends. Yes, once again, Rudderless got to the finish line. This is the last show on the Follies tonight. We will be back in case you're trying to plan the rest of your calendar year on the, what is it, the third Sunday of the month, is that right? Yeah.
Fourth, I think the fourth.
What the younger guys say is correct this time, okay? Thank you very much.
Look for Rudderless in your TV guide.
Yeah, see that. Good
Thank
night,
you.
all. Thank
Night.
you. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Xander.
Yeah.